Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is MinuteMath. And in this video today, we are going to use the distributive property to simplify these following three expressions. Okay? The first example here has 4 times x plus 5. Now, x plus 5 together is in parentheses, so we need to distribute this 4 to both parts. Now, we see that there's a multiplication here next to the parentheses, so we want to take the 4 and times it by the x, and then times it by the 5. Okay, so for our first one, 4 times x, well, we can write out 4 times x plus 4 times 5. This is kind of what's going on here. 4 times x plus the inside here, then 4 times 5. So 4 times x is just 4x, while 4 times 5 is 20. And now we have simplified this first expression. The second expression here, we have a negative 6 times, in parentheses, again, we're going to be distributing 2y squared minus 3. Minus 3. Okay, it's hard to see that there. Minus 3. Okay, so we want to distribute this negative 6 to both parts. But one thing to note, that negative sign, and we have a negative sign out here, might throw you off, so be careful with that one. So we distribute the negative 6 times 2y squared. Well, let's go rewrite it to show our steps. Negative 6 times 2y squared minus sign here, that comes down, minus negative 6 again times a 3. Okay, I have a minus sign, I kept it here, I kept the positive 3. You could have done plus and negative 3 there. That would have worked as well, but whatever works best for you. So negative 6 times, well, 2y squared, that's negative 6 times 2 times y squared minus a negative 6 times 3. Okay, I like to do a little cancellation with that negative times a negative personally, so I'm going to take that negative times a negative 6, counteracting a plus a positive 6 there. Okay, well, negative 6 times 2 is a negative 12. Y squared, the y squared just comes down. We can't combine those, or we can't multiply them together because the number and the y are separate. They're not going to change the exponent or anything like that. And just leaving with negative 12y squared plus 6 times 3, which comes out to be 18. And so our final answer here for the simplification of negative 6 times 2y squared minus 3 is negative 12y squared plus 18. Now, if you haven't followed along with me so far, I would pause this video, maybe look back at the work, try it again yourself, see if you can go. But here, we're going to try something harder. Okay? Right now, we have 1/2 times. Now, I see there's 3 parts here. The 8m to the third minus 6m plus 10. There are 3 parts there, 3 parts. And so this 1/2 needs to distribute to all 3 parts. Now, I'm going to make a little box here to make sure all my work is separate on this side so you can see it. That 1/2 times 8m to the third, 1/2 times 8m to the third. Let me write that a little clearer. And the third, minus 1/2 times the 6m, so 1/2 times 6m, plus sign comes down. We see that here's a minus sign, here's a plus sign that comes down, 1/2 times 10. Now, as you get better at this, you're going to be able to take the 1/2 times 10 and know that's going to be 5 right away, and probably just write the 5 there. When I first show this, I like to show all my steps, my work, but as you get better at this, you're going to probably start skipping that step there. Okay, so 1/2 times 8, again, 1/2 times 8, we don't need to rewrite it all out like we did on this example. 1/2 times 8 comes out to be 4m to the third, minus 1/2 times 6, again, all 3 parts here, 1/2 times 6 is the 3, right? 1/2 times 6 gives you 3m, plus 1/2 times 10, which I stated, which is already 5. And we have now completed this example. We simplified it from this 1/2 times all 3 parts in the parentheses. We're left with now 4m to the third minus 3m plus 5. Again, we have our 3 separate parts. None of them have the same exponents. We can't combine our like terms here. And so we are finished. Okay? So these examples get progressively harder. I do suggest, if you struggle with some of these examples, to pause the video, go back, retry it. All right, you've seen it done once. Don't look at the video. Just look at the example. See if you can recreate these steps to practice. Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, the creator of MinuteMath. And if you like this video, please hit the like button that's right there. If you have a mathematical question, just add it to the comment section below. And lastly, if you want to see more videos just like this one, hit subscribe. It's right there. But as always, thanks for watching.